This is the Say It Can't Gamer, and you are live with the MMA
Mixed Martial A-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial A-hole.
No way.
From the Queen Studios of New York, Lewis versus Ngannou, Emmett versus Stevens Fight Week, Justine Kish live with the MMA. What's up, friends and family, everybody? What's going on? TGIW, that's right. It is another Wednesday night with the MMA holes. It's good to see all of you guys over there. I see everyone. I'm looking inside your souls right now. We have a very special show over here tonight. Tonight, Francis Ngannou versus Derek Lewis. Well, there's been a buzz about that, speculation about that. We're going to be discussing that. Emmett's versus Stevens Fight Week is this weekend. Big fight night that's coming up. But more importantly, the best part of this evening is we have a special guest over here. Check it out. Well, first of all, there's a super chat. Let's see. Hold on a second.
Time to pull up a stool and hang with the a-holes.
That's right, Brady Ferguson. Thank you for the donation. And lo and behold, Justine Kish, superstar from the UFC, is back on the show. Good friend of the show, Justine Kish, is here. Welcome back, Justine. Oh, there she is. We just hit that mute. I think we got to unmute. Here we go. Justine coming in with Merlin in the background. This is good stuff over here. And there's some technical difficulties right off the bat, but it's okay. We'll get Justine back on the horn. Thank you very much, Brady Ferguson, for that wonderful, wonderful super chat. I do appreciate that. And yeah, Justine Kish is here, but she's she's having technical difficulties. Good old Google Hangouts. Well, that does it every single time. Google Hangouts is wonderful, wonderful. We try to do things different than Skype, and it is what it is. Check this out over here. The reason why Justine's back is there was a fight night that happened not too long ago, and it was in North Carolina. Justine Kish fighting in her hometown over there, and some crazy stuff happened. You can look at the unofficial stats over here. Lopsided fight in favor of Justine Kish, but it went the other way. So tonight, we crack the case. We get Justine's side of the story over here. UFC North Carolina, which was this card right over here. Check it out. Souza versus Brunson, where, geez, whew, that was an interesting fight over there. And Justine Kish is on over here. She was, and here we go. She's back in business.
Oh,
yes,
what's up?
Justine Kish is back here, live on the show. There, it's good to have you back. Welcome, Justine.
I can't see you.
You can't see me. Hold on. Let's see if we can get myself back in business over here. Here we go. How's that look?
There we go. I can see you. That's
All right.
better.
Okay, so Justine back on the show. It's good to see you. It's good to have you back. I like the hair. The hair looks fantastic today.
Thank you. I went extra special just for the show.
All right, good stuff over here. Now, this is pretty funny.
Joking.
Oh, well, I got excited for no reason then. The audience, I tell you what. So this is your third time back on the MMA holes, and I have to say, every time we have you on, they're all up and they always want you back. This crazy dysfunctional mess of viewers, every time they say, we need Justine back, we need Justine back. And you're coming off of a fight in North Carolina, and I was just explaining before we had you back on here, in your hometown, big fight over here, great opportunity to fight in front of your family. You look completely confident. You completely dominated this fight, in my opinion. My parents called up. We were doing a fight reaction. My parents called up, and they were like, what? She got robbed. Unbelievable stuff over here. But Justine, why I have you back over here tonight is we want to hear your side of things. What was going through your mind?
Super chat.
And before I keep on saying that, a super chat. Here we hold on.
Justine the Mucky Knicker Kish. Are you a thought?
Lucky nigger kid?
Well, no. So this guy is from the UK, says knicker, but it could be mistaken for the N-word. Sure. I don't know.
Golly. I was like, whoa, that is not.
Oh god! Now we're gonna get the N-word donations. It's gonna be a great show tonight. I can just tell.
You can't do that. That's not appropriate.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to sign off.
Yeah,
No.
let's try to stop that. So Justine, yeah. So I want to know what your feelings were like getting into the cage in front of your family and stuff like that. This must have been one of the big opportunities, biggest experience from you. The crowd was going wild over there. To do this in front of your family must have been fantastic.
I couldn't get in there soon enough. I wanted to just run. I just wanted to run in there, but my coaches, my crew, they told me to go in there smoothly, to go in there calmly, and they kept reminding me of that. They knew I was overly excited.
Oh, super chat.
Here they come with the super chat again.
Super chat.
Let's see what
Justine is the shit. She was robbed. A-hole for life.
There you go. So Brady Ferguson says you were the shit. You were robbed, and you are an.
Okay.
They say you're an MMA hole for life. They said you're unfortunately you're.
I'm an MMA hole.
Yep.
Is that
In,
condescending or
in our world, it's a compliment. In other worlds, no, it's
Okay.
not. But in our world, in our world, it's a compliment. So go ahead.
I will remember that.
So you were saying you couldn't wait to get into that cage, right?
I felt great. Like, there are a bunch of things that happened in the fight that I still am trying to figure out what happened, but I was confident in my coaching. I was confident in the things that were going on. I was like, okay, I'm ahead. And then I heard in the final decision, all I could hear in my head was like, oh, Kim, 30-27. And I'm thinking, oh, they just mixed up their names. They'll change it. And they didn't.
It's unbelievable.
So that was kind of daunting. I was a little perplexed when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the UFC, they tell us over and over again, don't let it go to decision. Don't let it go to decision, because I think as big as the organization is, like they really don't have much control on who the judges are and who they pick. So
Oh, super
by the
chat.
athletic commission. Okay, I like
Chris,
the
would
comment.
you
Thank
screw
I appreciate it.
Justine?
But I
No
have to
lies
respect
now.
the state's laws and the rules and how they're governed and things like that. So whether I thought I won or lost, it's difficult to but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm still not sure what happened. I still ask questions every day on what happened. Merlin asks every day what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't know what happened.
Well,
and when something like this happens, I just want to go back to Thailand, and I just want to go back to Muay Thai. And I love the UFC. They treat me amazingly, but when these kind of things happen, when I don't understand my own sport, it's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, and I'm pulling up the stats over here of the fight. I mean, the first round you outstruck her. The second round you outstruck her severely. The third round, the same thing. You outstruck her. Now, I guess you can make an argument for the third round, but maybe I don't know what it is. There was a little bit of damage. Do you think the damage had something to play with this?
I agree.
But I mean, I don't think it was enough to win that fight. I mean, I honestly was shocked. My mouth dropped when I saw the decision. What did they?
I think everyone's mouths dropped. Even my opponent's mouth dropped. Like, she was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Oh my god!" When they announced the first time, they're like, "Okay, 30-27, Kim," and I was like, "Oh, they met Kish." They didn't.
Yeah, I know.
They met my opponent. I don't know what happened. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how the rules work. I don't know how often they change. I don't know. But I was like, oh, they'll shift it. It'll go my direction. And it didn't. So I'm dealing with that now. It's tough. It sucks. It makes me want to just go back to Thailand and just go back to Muay Thai. But I'm not.
Chat.
Chris, Justine, or Jessie, you have to screw one who?
In MMA. I wanted to win. Considering that this was my flyweight debut, I really wanted to win in my flyweight debut for UFC, for MMA. It really went against me, but it happens. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, I hope I learn from it. I hope I make the changes that I need to. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to learn from it. I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to learn from it.
Yeah, well, and it's funny. Like you did mention that Kim looked surprised, and she did. When they said her name, she was like, "Wait, what?" She even looked.
Oh, my coach said that they were packing their bags. Like before they were even calling it, they were packing their bags, heads down, eyebrows down, everything down. They were packing like, okay, you know what? We're going on the road before they even call us.
Mm.
And sure enough, they called it before they hit the road, and woo!
Unbelievable.
Korea.
So let me ask you a question. Now there are people that called in.
Woo! I'm
like
moving to Korea.
well, Korea has a huge audience, and oh my God, the super chats are
Tell me about it.
the super chats are flying in right now. This is absolutely insane. First of all, they're asking me if I want to have sex with you. Who doesn't want to have sex with Justine Kish, right? I mean, let's be honest. All right, so there we go. We answered that question. There are more.
Super
Oh no, here we go.
chat.
Another super chat. Let's see what we got going on here.
Justine, when I heard you lost by decision, my hemorrhoid burst.
Mine did too.
Yeah. So there you go. He was so shocked his hemorrhoid exploded over there. So there you go. Unbelievable. That was from Brady Ferguson. There are people that are.
I'll be drinking that.
I think I'm going to start drinking too after this. This is crazy. My parents called in live. It was so funny. I was doing the live reaction. I was like, I can't. I went on a whole rant. I'm like, I can't believe this happened. This is a robbery. This and that. My parents called
That's
up.
okay. It happens. Like I mean, it's subjective. This is.
Yeah.
They tell us every
Super
day.
chat.
What's cracking doggies? You talking to Kinish? Oh, I want a sloppy wet kiss. Bring her to 223.
Oh wow.
She can come upstairs and stretch.
Well, there you go. They want you to come to UFC 223 in Brooklyn, and he's inviting you to his house to stretch. I don't even know what that means.
Awesome. I can't wait.
Thank you, Tommy Bones, and all these crazy people jumping in. They're having a blast in the super chat. Thank you, guys. So now let me ask you a question. This is something that I'm very interested in. A caller called up after the fight and said, do you think that the UFC is pushing some of these Korean fighters? I noticed with the Korean Superboy, Doo-ho Choi, when he fought, there was a big influx of Korean fans, a huge market that they are trying to grab. Do you think by any way there was foul play here and they were looking in the direction of the Korean fighter because of the audience that the Koreans bring in?
I mean, it's not something I wouldn't consider.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? I mean, every day I'm asking, why did this happen, and what possible way could this happen? Because I thought I was away. I thought I was ahead the entire time. I actually avoided doing certain things because I thought I was ahead,
Mm-hmm.
and we all thought we were ahead. So yeah, maybe there is some like black market scheme. Maybe there is some like things that are going on that are completely out of my control. But again, this is why you don't let things go to decision.
Mm-hmm.
This is why you don't let, maybe I should have just absolutely just obliterated her and just killed her. I don't know what to say, but I don't know what they wanted me to do.
Yeah.
But for me to establish that I had won this, I don't know what I could have. I don't know how I could have done it more in a more respectful manner.
Mm-hmm.
But this goes to show that I'm not gonna. This next fight's not gonna be about respect. It's not gonna be about, hey, I'm not going to. I don't want to say it. I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm gonna have to be a little bit more vicious next fight.
Mm-hmm.
I can't consider my injuries. I can't consider my opponent's well-being. I can't consider anything except about the winning, because if I do, it could cost me my career. It could cost me my relationship with my employer.
Super chat.
So I'm right now.
Wick in Thailand.
Mm-hmm. There's a question in the chat. They're asking if you're training with Mike Swick in Thailand, from Tommy Bones in the chat.
I'm not sure if I have. Did he say I have?
I don't know.
Sure.
That's a bizarre question. Tommy, thank you for the super chat, but I'm not quite sure.
Thank you, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that either. So anyway, so now does Dana White's always very vocal about some of these fights, especially when the judges get it completely wrong, and they clearly got it completely wrong. I can't really wrap my head around this one here.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm not sure if Dana really if I'm in Dana's radar or not. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Now,
but I have a lot of people that are angry in my.
Sure.
I mean, I am in my hometown. I am my community. They want me to appeal this. They want me to fight this.
So they're looking to appeal this. Or actually thinking about considering doing something like this, or you just move on and.
The argument would be that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, I got to say, there's not many times, sometimes you see these close decisions, and then even if it's a close decision, you think it goes to the hometown fighter, right?
Okay, I have a question for you.
Sure.
What do you think happens, in your opinion, since you talk to a whole bunch of fighters, you are the MMA host?
That's true.
When a decision is overturned, what do you think happens to the market, to the betting market, to the guys that bet, and to the guys that win at bets, to the guys that lose at bets? What do you think actually happens to that market? You know
what's funny? I can't even recall the last time a fight was overturned. You've heard fighters appealing fights.
But they overturn it. It's overturned. It turns into a no contest. What do you think? I just want to hear your opinion. What do you think happens in Vegas when a fight is overturned? An appeal.
I tell you what, that's when they light the city on fire. Because if you think about it, all that money that's being spent on these fights and stuff like that, that's probably the reason why they don't overturn most of these fights. That's probably why they don't do it. You don't hear it much that a fighter appeals something.
I heard the best that I could do argument is the best that I could do. This would turn to a no contest. In my eyes, that means when I see a no contest, I say, okay, there's an arguable match. And then I say, okay, was my fight an arguable match? And I say, yeah, okay, sure. She got a few damaging hits on me. I mean, I saw my opponent when she was leaving. She was limping like crazy. She couldn't put weight on her legs, blah, blah, blah. After that, all they see is the blood right away. So maybe that new judge got freaked out with the blood that happened in the third round. Who knows? I don't know, but I'm just curious if people really know, like, what happens when a fight is overturned.
Super chat.
Really, really interesting to me.
We're gonna win next one. Kish move on, break her jaw.
There's a super chat that just jumped in. Tommy Bone says you're gonna win the next one. Move on and break her jaw. So they're just saying go in there and just literally break their jaw the next time. I mean, I guess that's what they want. I don't know. Like you said, she was limping. There was a little bit of damage at the end of the fight. But I mean, it wasn't enough for me. I don't understand. There is a new rule where they're saying that they're gonna count damage as something more in fights.
Super.
All right, here we go. Another super. These guys are crazy today. Hold on a second.
Press your rock hard whilst talking to her, right?
They're saying that I'm completely erect while I'm talking to you right now. Stop telling my secrets, guys. This is ridiculous. All right. Hey, all right. Yeah. So, anyway, this chat has been fucking. I mean, guys. Can we have a goddamn interview? Thank you for the super chats. I do appreciate it. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. I mean, other than the only thing to do is to move on. And now you dominated this fight. Are you going to go into the next fight and look for a finish immediately now? Is that something that's going to be in the game plan when you do have another opponent down the road?
Yeah, I mean, I can't consider longevity. I can't consider my longevity. I just can't. Like, it's not worth it at this point. I made decisions to help myself, to help my opponent, to help the whole process and the thing, but that's not worth it anymore. Like, I've got to have a win in this next fight if I want to pursue a career at the UFC.
Sure.
If I want to pursue a career elsewhere, then I can do whatever I want. I mean, I appreciate everything that the UFC does for me. I appreciate, all the opportunities and everything, but, I'm not going to let it make or break me. They can do whatever they want. The opportunities they give me. And I can't go easy next time. I can't coast it. Depending on how well this, at the very most, this teaches me I can't coast things to how I feel that how I'm feeling, how the audience is feeling, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how I'm feeling. It doesn't matter how I think the audience is feeling. It all matters to the judges. They don't care. They don't care what the audience feels. They don't care about how I feel. All they care is about what they see and what they know. So, as subjective as that can be, I have to really, really, really be diligent about the rules. And I have to really care about the rules, and that kind of sucks. So I really don't care about the rules.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, this happens a lot. I've seen it. Look at Cowboy Cerrone, for instance. This guy, he lost to
Cowboy Cerrone is awesome.
It-
Cowboy Cerrone is the way I want it. I want to compete as much as he does.
Mhm.
I just want to compete,
Mhm.
and I'll figure out the rules as it goes.
Yeah,
That's
Cowboy.
okay. I still really don't know the rules. I don't think he does either.
Mhm.
But he just wants to compete. If they told me to compete next weekend, by golly, I don't care what the circumstances are. I would try my best to compete the next weekend.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It all comes down to your last fight, right? So say the next fight happens, you get the win, and then all of a sudden, everything's forgotten. Cowboy Cerrone went on a 3 or 4 fight losing streak. He had a beautiful knockout in his last fight, and now all of a sudden, everyone's on the Cowboy wagon again. So it seems like that's usually what happens with the UFC. So, I mean, when you take this fight, to me, it's a win. You know, I mean, to your fans, to the real people out there that actually watch the sport, I mean, it's a win. There is no question about it. So I think the next fight, I mean, you catch another win over here. Now you're in the picture again. You know, you're back in business. Is there anyone that you're targeting right now, or are you just basically waiting for the UFC to say, okay, we want you to fight this person?
Right now, who's hot and heavy right now that I think I would like to go after would be either Tisha Torres or Carla Esparza. We were castmates on the house. I have nothing against them. I absolutely think those girls are wonderful, but if they gave me an opportunity to go against them, why not? Like Carla Esparza, she won the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I would, but she took the spotlight and she won the whole thing. Tisha Torres has a headliner. What the heck? That's crazy. I'm really happy for her, but I think I could be right in there with her, and I think I would give her a good matchup. So
super
why not?
chat.
Mm-hmm. I do want to touch base on the Tough House.
Leroy Bootlips
why
and
not?
his
Rosemary
big, thick
Jimenez, like,
nignog
she's
lips.
an incredible woman. She's a great ambassador of the sport. I think she's one of the best ambassadors of the sport.
Mm-hmm.
But if they gave me a chance to go against her, I absolutely would take it, and I think she would too.
Now, thank you, V, for the donation. I don't even know what he said gibberish over there. But anyway, this Tough House over here, I did not get a chance. This is your third time on, and I didn't get a chance to talk to you about this. I'm actually curious about that. This is a big season for especially the female fighters in the UFC, and you were a part of it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, what happened? There was an injury. Before.
I'm gonna wrap one on one shoulder. I'm gonna wrap the other on the other shoulder.
All right, here we go.
You're gonna need a fucking army.
Here we
to
go.
come take them belts
Sean
off me.
McKenzie has something to say.
Justine, you are talented and beautiful, and by far my favorite female fighter. You got robbed, and I apologize about my fellow judges. If you go back to Thailand, hook up with that Phuketop team. I already sponsor a Muay Thai fighter there now.
Okay, so there we go. Sean
Well, if he
McKenzie.
wants to give me money, he can. But otherwise, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Sean McKenzie actually is one of our biggest donators over here. Maybe we could link you guys up on Twitter or something like that, and set maybe I don't know. But Sean has been one of the our viewers that's been really pushing to have you back on. So thank you, Sean, for the donation. And he says,
Sean, thank you so much. I
yeah.
appreciate it, and that's really cool of you.
yeah, he's good people. So now, okay, let's talk about this Tough House over here.
So the Tough House. What happened was I was about to fight, and my knee got re-injured. I've already been through 2 surgeries, and so on the house it would have been 3rd, and I thought I was fine, but they wanted me to get it fixed, so they considered me not eligible.
Mm-hmm.
Or not eligible. Oh my god. Not not on the list not a candidate to compete. So they took me out of the tournament, and they wanted me to stay in the house as a coach. So I stayed in the house as a coach, and I coached. So that was it, and I had to lay back and sit back and watch Carla Esparza win the whole thing.
Yeah, well, and you were one of the favorites going in too. A lot of people were very high on you.
I don't think I was a favorite. Absolutely not. Actually, I was probably one of the most
well, you were ranked low, but they
most infamous or unknown person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone knew me. I'm sorry.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you came into it, though, I mean, you were one of the fighters that people were looking at, even though that you weren't well known at the time.
I don't think so. Actually,
Really?
No, I don't think anyone was looking at me.
No kidding. Well, all right.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right. So you're saying that you were a scrub in the house?
No, I think I was like number 9th or 10th or something. No way. I was.
Yeah, I thought you were ranked higher, but that's all right.
No, I was like sub 10. No,
Oh, okay.
I was ranked very. No one knew about me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So now, Okay, so Carla Esparza, who didn't really hold on to the belt very long over there, and she's kind of battling her way back
Tell me
up.
about it. I knew she wouldn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
So let's talk some trash about Carla Esparza. Let's go here. Let's hear some trash talk. I want to hear. What are your real thoughts about Carla Esparza?
Carla Esparza, I mean, she's a great person. She's friendly and everything, but she's a crybaby. Like, she came to my gym, worked out with me. Every time she came out and worked out with me, she left crying. So, like, she didn't like the drills. She didn't like a few certain things, and I enjoyed it. I thought we were having a great time, and she didn't. So she left crying, and it was really, with that said, it was very difficult for me to watch her win the whole show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Rose came very close to pulling it off, and I guess Rose got the last laugh, if you really think about it, right? I mean, look what she's done. It's fantastic.
I think
super
Rose got stage fright.
chat.
I think Rose got stage fright when she fought her.
She goes to Thailand and not
but
know Dana
Rose
boy Mike Swick.
Is I think she's young. I think she does whatever she will do to win, and I think, you know, when really young kids like compete at sports, they really have nothing to lose and they give everything they have. That's Rose. Like, that's Rose. I feel like Rose can do a lot more because she has a lot of freedom right now. She's very, very young, and I think she's a great ambassador for. If anyone would beat Young Jacek, I'm really happy that it was Rose.
Mm-hmm.
That makes any sense.
So what do you think about the rematch that's happening? I'm super pumped about this in Brooklyn. What do you think about the rematch here? Do you think that Rose is going to repeat and what she did the last time, or do you think that Joanna is going to come out with something fierce this time?
Well, you know what they say about knockouts. You know, it happens because you didn't see it happening. It's because you were unprepared. It was because it's as simple as that. Knockouts happen because you didn't see it coming, and maybe Joanna Jędrzejczyk wasn't as prepared. She just didn't see it, and I don't know. Or maybe Rose was at the top of her game. But knockouts happen in the most crazy moments when you least expect it. So it could be as simple as she just didn't see it. She wasn't as observant as she really is, and the knockout happened. Or she was on top of her game. She had everything going her way, and Young Jacek did it. Young Jacek, I heard, had a crazy weight cut and went through a lot that week, and had a rough weight cut. I don't know what I think it was great for Rose for her to win that fight, though. I think it was fantastic, and I'm glad she was the one to do it. I will say I wish I was the person that did it. Of course, I'm a little bit bitter because I want to be the one to beat her because no one could. But if anyone else did beat her, I'm glad it was Rose because she's a really great ambassador of the sport. I find her a positive person. I think she's a positive role model, and I've met her. I spoke with her. She's had crazy life, and the way she's been able to balance everything out, I think she did a beautiful job.
Yeah, well, Rose has a big following over there. She has a good cause with the mental illness and all that stuff. What do you think of her boyfriend over there, Pat Barry? What do you think about? Is this guy off his rocker or what? What's going on with this guy?
Come on now, you know what's going on. I know. Be honest. You guys know. It's different every time.
Yeah,
it's different. I don't know which side of the Barry I'm gonna get when I see him, but he's a crazy individual. He's a crazy soul. And I think they balance each other out really well.
We're live with Justine Kish. She was speaking about the North Carolina fight over here. She's looking to get back into the saddle. Now, here's the question I have. The last time you were on the MMA Holes, you were teasing us. You were teasing us about some sort of reality show or something like that you're on. Is there any more details we can hear about this?
I'm sorry, I can't give you guys any more details. We're going to go on tour mid-spring when we launch our career. Career. Oh my god.
Super chat.
Rose's BF is a bit of pervert, isn't he?
Sure, but we are going to launch it before mid-spring. Maybe between March and April we'll do the last kind of stuff that we have to do. But they can look for something mid-spring with Discovery Channel. That's as much as I can say. I'm so sorry.
All right, so the mid-spring Discovery Channel.
I love you guys.
Everyone in the chat, do some research right now and find out mid-spring Discovery Channel. We need to find out this show right now, immediately.
Don't ever find out anything. There's no
damn
way because it's top secret.
Top secret stuff. So I'm sure you.
CIA.
That's got to be pretty exciting though to be doing some touring for this and stuff like that and having a little fun with this whole tour.
You're gonna wrap one
We
on
have
one
another
shoulder.
donation coming in.
You're gonna wrap the other on the other shoulder, and you're gonna need a fucking army to come take them belts off me.
All right, show Mackenzie.
Justine can beat Rose and get that belt where it belongs.
How about that? So Sean McKenzie says you can beat Rose.
I fight Rose. Why not? I think she'd fight me too.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing. You know, with this division especially, you never know. You string a couple of wins together, and then boom, you're right back into the picture over here.
Well, I'm fighting now 115 and 125, so I say bring it.
So
If Rose wants to fight me, she can fight me anytime she wants.
How'd you feel at 125?
Everything went my direction. Everything went my way. Everything went. I mean, I woke up on weight. Usually, when I wake up at 125, I usually have about anywhere between 5 to 9 more pounds to go. It's different every time.
Mm-hmm.
And so waking up on weight, there's a 1 pound allowance, so I can wake up at 126 and still make weight.
Mm-hmm.
But I woke up at 125.6 or 7. I don't remember, 0.6 or 7. But that allows me to compete, and that allows me to continue. I don't have to cut any more weight. I'm sorry, I keep dropping my phone. I don't have to keep fighting anymore. I don't have to cut any more weight. So I woke up on weight.
Mm-hmm.
All I did was a hot tub session with some Sweet Sweat, which is awesome. So thank you, Sweet Sweat. I appreciate it. So it was really, really lovely not having to cut additional weight on weight day because I'm making weight, because getting anywhere below 120 is very, very difficult. It's very doable, but it's very difficult.
Sure.
And I don't know if my last fight made a difference compared to my original fight. I would say it did. I'd say it did a little bit better. I was a little bit more observant. But
You look fantastic in that fight.
maybe the audience would argue something.
I don't know. I mean, you looked powerful. You looked like you have a lot of speed for that weight class. Ji Yang Kim, I'm definitely screwing up her name, but anyway, Kim looked like, I mean, she looked a lot bigger, and it didn't mean anything in that fight to me. I mean, it seemed like you looked
She was
fantastic.
long. I swear. There was a point that I thought I was like 5 feet away from her, and she hit me and she clocked me, and I was like, okay, she's got long arms. I just have to kick the shit out of her legs. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work, obviously, but yeah, she was really long. She had really long arms, and she was super nice before and after. No problems.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just having some flashbacks right now. But she was a good opponent and everything, and she didn't speak any English, so it was her translator. And I asked her translator to say, "Can we please do a rematch as soon as possible?"
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they translated it to that.
No. She was just still in shock that she actually won that. I'm on your Instagram right now. Yeah. I'm on your Instagram right now.
Her eyebrows went up, her hand went over her mouth. Like, she was equally shocked.
Oh, super chat.
All right, we got a super chat over here. Let's see what we got.
Is that Jungle Bunny
Okay,
Daryl
that's
in
good.
chat today?
God, I don't even know what's going on with this. The super chat is completely, I don't know, out of control. I'm on your Instagram right now, and there's a picture right after the fight, and this is the best part. It's a nice long thing over here, and you're just sitting here with a hat on, just rocking a beer right after the fight. No fucks given, just hanging out, like just another day at the office. I love the way you did that afterwards. Did you guys go to an after party after the fight? How does that work? I mean, when it comes off a weird decision like that, how do you handle it after the fight? Oh, I think we lost her. Hey, One-Eye Billy, what's going on? All right, so Justine Kish froze up. We're trying to get her back on the line over here. And, yeah, we have some complete madness going here on the MMA holes with the donation. I don't even know what's going on over here. I want to thank Justine for being a good sport. Check out Justine on Instagram, IG, over here. Her Instagram is right over here. It's Justine Kish. Check her out on Twitter as well. And you can see her stuff over there. Go give her a follow. And, yeah, she's wonderful, wonderful. Let's see if we get back on the horn. Poor Justine. don't even know. I don't even know what to do anymore. What's up, Mexican X-Ghost? Trisket, what's going on? Olympia Lowlife, Tommy Arnold, Pulse Reloaded. Did she apologize to Felice? Or at least wait for Lake. Oh my God. You can't expect anything less from this chat right now. You can't expect any less. Hopefully we can get Justine back on the line over here. She froze up. And she had her dog Merlin in the background. And what's up with what is up with OBS? Everything. Wait an hour. Yeah, we'll do that. Now OBS is going in. We're going to open up the phone lines. We're going to be discussing the fights this weekend. We're going to be discussing Derek Lewis versus Francis Ngannou, which is something people are talking about. And that is what I've been screaming about. Something I really need to see. Fight over here. Francis Ngannou and Derek the Black Beast Lewis. So we'll be discussing that and some more stuff. Let's see if we get Justine back on the horn over there. There's Justine Kish. The reason why we're having her on is, yes, this is the fight that happened. North Carolina for Ji Yeon Kim. It went 3 rounds, decision. It was all in favor of Kish. I mean, these are unofficial stats, but I mean, we all have eyeballs and we all saw the same thing. The chat was on fire. Like, what the hell is going on here? And for some reason, the decision went the other way. I don't know. It was in her hometown. Just didn't make any sense. A caller called in, said something about, hey, the Korean audience, is there foul play? You never know. You never know. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. Did you see the fight? And what do you think about that decision? Strange stuff. Try to get Justine back on the lines. Check out Jessie Belle Hill's channel. Jessie Belle Hill is doing the after show. She'll be going on late after us. What's up, Evan Shaless? What's up, Holes? I legit have a motion sickness right now, says Trisket. Milkman says, the dog shit, the rug. Is that happen? I want a rematch with Ngannou. Ngannou says One Eye Billy. So One Eye Billy wants to get that rematch in. Let's see what else we got here. You Fuker's scared her off, says Sean McKenzie. Yeah, I tell you what. I knew it was going to happen one of these days. I knew that the donations were going to get to the point where it got a little out of control. And today might have been one of them days. So hopefully we can get Justine back on the line. There was a buggy reception, so hopefully we can get her back on and finish this puppy up.
I'm doing this here.
There we go. Got her back. All right, Justine.
I'm so sorry.
No
My
worries.
phone died. I saw.
Oh, it died. What the hell? Your phone's like, I had enough of that
my
super
dog
chat.
uses my phone all the time for texting, for apps.
I noticed on your Instagram, I noticed that you went on vacation with the dog. It looks like you guys had a great time. Where'd you guys go on that? Go hiking or?
We went to Van Elk. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Use the blender. It's fine. My friend's going to use the blender real quick. All right, he's done.
All right.
Okay.
Vacuum that rug.
We went to Van Elk, North Carolina. It was incredible. My friend has a house out there, and it's beautiful. Hold on, he has to do it one more time.
All right, what we got?
All right, he's done making my drink.
Making some protein shakes on over there. Is that what's going on? Getting swole?
Protein shakes. Wink, wink.
Oh man, it looks like you guys are having a good time. Who do we got over here? Who are you hanging out with?
We got Kelly Roberts. Show me your muscles.
Let's see those muscles. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. Holy smokes. I feel so inferior right now. I feel lesser than a man right now. I feel like it's ridiculous.
He's my strength coach.
Oh, strength coach. Well, hey, I would hope so. Look at all the muscles over there. All right, so there you go. All right. I want to do a couple of Olympic poses for us live on the MMA holes, or no?
Hold on, let me ask him. Wait. We gotta do some Olympic poses?
Yeah, let's see the best Olympic pose you got.
What does that consist of?
Like the Schwarzenegger, he did those weird things where, I don't know what he did, behind the back, and I don't know. It was weird. Here we go. Here he comes.
Show your ass.
Flexing for the MMA holes. There you go. All right, now
He
here's
did it.
I want him to pee in a cup for God's sake.
Donation.
Where's USADA? Where's USADA when you need him? I don't know. I don't trust this man over here.
Exactly. Where's USADA? USADA needs to call 35 on.
What?
USADA needs to test you.
Oh.
They're saying you're illegal. That's what I said. I've been told you're illegal in a matter of time.
Speaking of USADA, whoa, Jesus.
Speaking of USADA, what were you gonna say?
Let's talk about this John Jones thing. I want to get your thoughts on this real quick while we have you here. John Jones looks to be coming back. This guy's got popped for steroids multiple times, dick pills or whatever the hell he's taking, and now it looks like he's coming back to fight again. What do you think on John Jones? This whole situation with him.
I think it's crazy, but if UFC wants to promote him, they can promote him. And that shows how powerful they are. That shows what the things they can do. That shows what they want to promote, what they can promote. Go UFC. Like if they can get away with it, great. But I know what I want to do as an athlete. I want to be a clean athlete. I want to compete with a clean crowd. But whatever, if they want to do other things, if they want to promote other people, if they want to promote a certain lifestyle, then go ahead. They can do whatever they want. You know, they're superpowers. You know, it's the audience, the crowd wants to see a certain style, a certain way. Then, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I know how I want to be. I know how.
Super chat.
Tell the old man quit flexing or I'll slap him.
On steroids, that were on performance enhancing drugs, and I did just fine against them. So if they want to do it, that's fine. That's their decision. But UFC will allow what they want to allow. So if they want to do it, whatever. I mean, I would appreciate a level playing field. That would be nice. But if they're gonna have an allowance on certain people, certain things, then that's fine. Whatever.
It's really weird. Like I have my reservations about with the whole new ownership and stuff like that with the UFC. I've noticed that they've really been pushing forward like these super fights. They're not really respecting belts as much anymore. They're trying to put together all these crazy fights.
I'm sorry, you lose my focus.
I think your phone is getting drunk right now. I think that's what's happening. What are you drinking, by the way? Are you drinking wine or what's the concoction that you have?
It's special Belmont wine. You have to come here. I can't explain it.
Oh, okay. Special. All right. So special cocktail. I might have to join you in a second. I got a little.
Yeah, you will. Okay,
yeah.
So
here we go. So let's join Justine. Here we go. I'm joining you right now. Here we go.
What's your question here? Like, do you want me to do the drugs that they're doing?
So no. What I'm asking you about USADA is, with all these super fights and crazy stuff, it seems like they look the other way. It looks like Brock Lesnar is coming back to the UFC. A man who's popped for steroids multiple times, and you have like.
Okay, he can do whatever he wants to do. All I can tell you is USADA.
You're gonna wrap one on one shoulder, you're gonna wrap the other on the other shoulder, and you're gonna need a fucking army to come take them belts off me.
HMU next week, Justine. I have
to
court 3 days, but I'll find some time.
A lot. So whether they're trying to say I'm on drugs or not on drugs, that's up to them.
Yeah.
But all I can say about the USADA is I get drug tested a lot by them, during, before, and after.
Yeah, is it frustrating though? Like all these drug tests and stuff like that. I noticed a lot of the fighters are putting it on social media and stuff like that. I just got tested. Or
I don't mind it. I wish I got a sticker for it. I mean, that'd be pretty nice.
They should give
like,
a t-shirt.
I just want a sticker saying I got tested, or I got drug tested by USADA. That'd be pretty cool. Or I got a T-shirt, something. To say, hey, I spent an hour of my time training, and like, it takes a good hour. Like, they have to get all of my information. I have to give them they have to give me all of theirs. It's a protocol for sure. So there's a good hour out of my day when they surprise me. They say, hey, what's up? And doesn't matter where I am. Even if I'm not where I'm supposed to be, they say, hey, you're supposed to be here. I'm like, well, I'm heading to the gym. You can meet me. Well, sure enough, they will meet me in about 10 minutes. They will meet me there. And I get drug tested, and it doesn't matter if it's in private. Doesn't matter if it's in public. Heck, I was just in a public gym and getting drug tested. People knew me, like, what's up, Justine? How you doing? I'm like, well, I'm getting drug tested right now. I can't really talk to you. And they still hug me and stuff. And USADA doesn't care where you are. They don't location. They don't care if you're in a private location. So maybe they do certain testing on certain people, but I can tell you guys right now, I get drug tested all the time. So I appreciate it. I'm thankful for it. I hope I'm on the same playing field as my division. Bug me though. I have nothing to hide. I tell them all the supplements that I'm taking, or whether it's herbal, whether it is my dietary plans. I tell them everything. So
Okay, so
It's
now,
not difficult for me.
yeah, so now we're live here with Justine Kish. She was coming off that North Carolina fight over there and looking to get back into the saddle again. And I think you look great in that fight. To me, like I said, it's a win. So who cares? Who cares about the record? But now what's next? Okay, so now we're back in. You're looking to get right back on the horse and jump into the octagon again very soon, right? If I'm not, so now, what are you looking? The year is still young. 2018. Where do you see yourself by the end of this year?
I have to be the champ. That's what I want to be. I want to get the belt. Like, I'm ready for that.
So and you mentioned
before
names
all the monsters come out.
And you're saying 115, 125. You don't care. You're ready. How about someone like Shevchenko here, who looks like an absolute savage at 125? What do you think about someone like her?
She is a savage on 120. She's a savage no matter where you put her.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it would be a brilliant fight. Like, she will go for it. I will go for it. I don't think there'll be much hesitation with either of us. But holy cow, she's a savage. I've heard her name when I started. I heard about her name when I started Muay Thai.
Yeah.
And I think, that would be a brilliant. She has a Muay Thai background. She has very minimal, I would say even less ground experience than I did. But she's a true martial artist. She really, really is. And I think she really is like the essence of MMA. She's brilliant. She can evolve really quickly, and I think I can too. She's gonna. If she doesn't own the division, I think either of us could own that division. But I think she's incredibly talented. I think she's a true martial artist. But if they were to give us an opportunity, if UFC were to give us an opportunity to go against each other, I think it would be an amazing fight because I would love to go against her.
I tell you, if there's one thing to take away is we know that you are probably one of the toughest female athletes out there for sure. So, between your toughness and your style, all you have to do is grab another win and then you're right back into the saddle again. And this whole group of lunatics that's watching right now, it's really funny. As much as they're joking around now, when we were watching the fight live, the last fight, they were going crazy. They were really pulling for you. So you have a pretty big following over here. And this is...
Thank you.
It seems like this is just the beginning for you. I don't know. I have a feeling that things are going to turn around and things are going to be up for you for sure because you're such a likable person over here, and we're all pulling for you as the MMA holders.
I appreciate that. I hope the same. I think that I'm still pretty new with MMA. I've had maybe around 10 fights, I think, with MMA. I still have a lot more experience with Muay Thai. I understand the cadence of the sport. I understand the rules of the sport. Obviously, I'm still trying to find the rules of the sport with MMA. It's ever evolving per match. So once I get that figured out, maybe I'll do a little bit better in my competitions. I thought I was ahead, but I wasn't last time. So
yeah,
that's what you get for assuming things.
Sure.
So yeah, I think I'm still pretty new to this. I'm still trying to figure out the pace of it. But once I figure it out, I don't see many people. I don't see anyone in my division being a threat.
Okay, Justine. So what I want to do here is these people are saying open up the phone lines. The fans want to ask a couple questions.
Let's do it.
We're gonna do.
Come on.
This is the time to show.
Let's do it.
Get Merlin. Let's get Merlin on the lap. I'm gonna open up the phone lines.
Let's get over here.
Have another sip.
All right.
Here we go. All right. 516-522-0267.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Come on, Francis.
All right. Here we go. Right off the bat. Okay. You are live with Justine Kish and Merlin. What's your name and where you from?
Oh my God! I can't believe it's actually happening.
Open the
Hey,
lines.
it's
Chris
Brady.
PPL want to talk to her.
All right.
Hello?
All right. So Brady Ferguson's live in the MMA holes. Now, Brady Ferguson tried to get through the last time. He has a story for you. Justine, now I have to ask you right now, are you ready for this story?
Justine, listen. I feel akin to you. I don't know. Can she hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yep.
Yeah, you can hear me? Okay. Yeah, no, I felt akin to you even before you fought. About a month before you fought, I had surgery on my knee, and I went in for surgery anyway. Everything went great, but when I woke up from surgery, I realized I had I had pooped my pants while I was in surgery. And it was the most horrific thing that could ever happen to a man.
I don't know.
And nobody said anything to me. I was just walking around the OR with a big pants full of poop.
Okay,
And-
all right, thank you. All right, that was Brady Ferguson. That was a fantastic story. All right, we're gonna take another call here. Let's see, we got
I
516.
think he was full crap.
522-0267. You know what's
Next.
this guy? So this guy actually, he probably is telling the truth. That's the scary part about
I'm
him.
sure he
Yeah,
is,
he's a nut
but
job.
I don't know what his but okay.
If you see these paintings over here, he actually painted this stuff. Maybe we can get a Justine Kish painting from him.
I'd rather not.
So yeah, you're saying forget it. You're just like no.
That's okay. I really don't want a shitty painting.
All right, we'll cut that. All right, 516-522-0267. We're only gonna take like 2 more calls. Justine Kish has been nice enough to put up with this dysfunction, and we're gonna do that. All right, so I tell you what.
If he wants to paint anything, he can paint a picture of my beautiful child.
There you go. Look at Merlin. What a good friend Merlin is. Okay, here we go. We got another call over here. You are live with the MMA Holes. What's your name and where you from?
This is Dino live from New York. Hello, Justine. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I had a quick question.
All right, Dino.
Any chance that you might stay at 115, or you think you're going to still dabble back and forth?
All right, there we go. There's a good question.
I think I'm gonna double. What do you think?
So I just hung up on him, just in case. But 115, are you going to bounce back and forth, or would you prefer to stay at one spot?
If UFC called me for a fight at 125 or 115, I would like to be in position to do either or. That's why I did both positions, because I want to be able to have more opportunities to compete. Therefore, to be more frequent. You know, I want to compete as much as I can.
There you go. Okay.
So yes, I want to compete 125 and 115. I prefer 125 because I feel that's a healthier option.
There you go. All right, 125. I thought you looked great at 125. All right, we're gonna take
Thank you.
one more call. 516-522-0267. Get in on the lines. Be the last caller with Justine Kish.
Be the last call.
Oh my.
You heard it.
All right, here we go. You're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name and where you from?
This is Casual Fan from Florida.
All right, Casual Fan from Florida. What's going on, man?
Justine, I have one thing to say real quick. You're shaking your phone like so bad.
Yeah. Okay.
I heard about. Yeah, I know. I
And,
just can't help it.
one more
I have
thing.
a problem with that.
Okay. Yeah, we are aware of that. Yes, Casual Fan.
Yeah. I got a bone to pick with Wesley Pipes on the couch.
Wesley Pipes. He's calling out your strength and conditioning trainer. I don't know. All right, Casual Fan. Go ahead.
Yeah. He ain't scared of me.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying you want to fight the strength and conditioning coach of Justine Kish? Is that what you're saying right now?
Wesley Pipes. Yeah, he ain't scared of me.
He's not my
All right.
coach. He has this. Okay.
I hung up on him.
Tell him to hit the books because he's just stupid or something. I don't know what to tell him.
Yeah, I don't even know. He's calling him Wesley Pipes. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we're going to stop that.
You need to get his facts right. Sorry. Call back again later.
All right, Justine, I'm going to cut it out now with the phone calls. You are a fantastic sport, I have to say. I love you coming on here. You've been great each and every time. And I got to say, every time you come on.
Your fans are questionable.
Yeah, there is something serious wrong with this audience for sure.
That's all right. I don't mind them. If they want to watch me, they can. They don't have to.
I tell you what, Justine, there's one thing about this audience. They are nut jobs, but they are probably one of the most loyal group of people I've ever encountered here. Even though they're crazy,
I believe it.
they will
Once
support
an
you
a-hole,
100%.
always an a-hole.
There you go. MMA hole. There you go. Justine, you know what? I don't think we had a chance to have you say this. And I want you to look right into the camera right now. And I want you to say, my name is Justine Kish, and I am an MMA hole. Because we know you're part of the community here, whether you like it or not. Here's your chance to say it.
Whether I like it or not, my name is Justine Kish. I am part of the MMA hole.
Justine, thank you so much. Now, Justine, if there's anyone you'd like to plug, sponsors or anything like that, now's your time to do it.
I just want to thank everyone that has tuned in to watch this. I appreciate it. I appreciate the time. I appreciate their questions. I hope you guys plug in next time, but thank you for your support. Thank you for your time, and thank you for tuning in. I'm really happy to be a part of this moment.
Justine, thank you so much for coming on again. We'll talk to you soon, and good luck. And if you have something coming up, always feel free to come back on this ridiculousness.
Oh yeah, every day, anytime. I hope my mom come on one day, maybe.
There we go. All right, Justine, be good. Thank you again for coming on. All right, so there she is.
Bye.
Justine Kish, live on the MMA. Oh my God, there she is, Justine Kish. Sweet sweat. All right, guys, there we go. Justine Kish. Holy smokes. That could have been the most ridiculous mess I've ever seen. Justine did a good job. So hit me with the ones if you want to see Justine back. That was her third appearance on the MMA holes, and she is a fantastic sport. And we got to find out, if you missed it, she spoke about this fight, which is pretty interesting. Actually, what she said about it was very interesting. I want to know what you guys think. We're going to open up the phone lines again.